morning, water lilies. Today we're going to try something different. We're going to hit the reset button again and take it in a different direction. So the next series of videos will be known as the Backseat Chronicles. So at least once a week I have to go into the village or into town to buy groceries. So from this seat, this is where you will see me, and hopefully whoever's driving won't be taking curves really fast and I won't tumble over. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about why I moved to Africa. Stay tuned. Jumbo water lilies, karibu sana. Today I welcome and introduce you to the KJ Yenemy Backseat Chronicles. Weekly I have to go to the market, and I'm always in the back seat, and I figured I might as well make the best of it. So here you are. In today's episode, I will be discussing why I moved to Africa. Okay, so first of all, like I said, this is the first installment of the Backseat Chronicles, and today I'm going to be discussing why I moved to Africa. First of all, I am in East Africa. I'm in Zanzibar, which is an island off the coast of Tanzania, and it's paradise basically. It's tropical, it's warm, it's 59 degrees from the equator. I don't really know what that means, but I know that it's hot all year round. It's very humid, it's lovely, it's tropical, and it's lush. So without further ado, let's just start at the beginning, where the song says, I was born by the river, and just like that river, I've been running ever since. So technically, I was born at Mount Clemens General Hospital, and it sits off the bank of the Clinton River. And ever since, they said about 7-8 months or so, I've been walking. At 5 months, I was climbing out the baby bed. So from day one, I've been trying to get Ghost. So here I am. I've moved around. I was in the military, and I just didn't really get that comfort zone. So things that I need to be comfortable is a beautiful tropical setting and a lovely beach with clean water. So last year I went to West Africa a couple of times, saw a couple of countries over there, and it was nice and everything, but for some reason I was just drawn to East Africa and Zanzibar in particular. And I had a trip planned for June with a group, and it got canceled, of course, due to whatever this situation is that we got going on all around the world. And I still was trying to get to Zanzibar even after it was postponed till next year or whatever. So yeah, here I am. And nextly, like, you know, I have been a truck driver. I started driving trucks in 1987 in the military. I did a stint in the medical field, and trucking is really my passion. And as you know, as you get older, you gain weight, and then trucking does not help it any. You're constantly eating on the go, sitting hours and hours every day. And so now that you've gained the weight, they want to punish you. So basically, you know, when I was trying to buy myself, I'm like, okay, I'll buy myself a little more time. And I was like everybody else, in 2 years or in 3 years or in this year, I'm gonna move here, because I already knew a long time ago that I was leaving the United States. I just at that time wasn't mature enough and didn't really know where I was going. It had, you know, we had discussed a couple of places down in South America or whatever, and basically as you come into your own and you come into your journey and you get your knowledge of self and you're more aware, it's just certain situations you can't stand in, can't, you know, stand to be around anymore. So if officially I knew that I wanted to be around people that looked like me. I needed to return to where we came from, and don't come for me and don't argue with me. I know where a part of mine came from by, you know, family folklore, and they were stolen from their land as a child, and they completed the voyage. And I believe that those ancestors live within me, and they wanted to go home. And as long as I'm on the continent, anywhere on this continent, I'm at home. So that was really, really a large portion of it. And once I made that visit last year, I knew that I wanted to live on the continent. There's nothing like the feeling of driving down the street and all the people on the billboards look like you. All the true standards of beauty, just all around you, everywhere, from artwork, architecture, everything is right here. And, you know, not without saying anything that it's better, this is better, that it's better for me. You know, everybody is not the same. We're not all on the same journey, because if we were, there would be a mass exodus, and just like Marcus Garvey, they would send somebody and throw a wrench in the program. And for now, only for now, that's all I'm gonna say about that. You see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. I'm trying to stay to the script because I can venture off like in little or no time. So I'm trying to stick with it and behave, and, you know, not drop too many F-bombs or stuff like that. So I'm being professional, no buffoonery today. So yeah, my job kind of forced my hand. So, you know, I didn't have those two. Well, I've had several years to build up bank and make decisions. But I was negligent. I was shopping a lot. I like to shop. And basically, when my job say, hey, you need to do this, or we're not going to give you the credentials that you need to be able to drive a truck. And it's no law, it's no statute, it's no mandate, it's not even a regulation, and yet so many people are falling for this okie doke. Well, basically, I told them to kiss my ass, because I'm not going through those changes. You are not going to dictate to me when to sleep, how long to sleep, and how I do that sleep. So 2 months was what I had to get it together. And in 2 months, if it wasn't meant to be, it wouldn't have happened. In that 2 months, I was able to save up enough money to last me a year. That's a whole different story. And to get the heck out of Dodge. I got rid of everything that I couldn't give away. I threw away, unfortunately, because of the situation. You know, the volunteer places were not taking any donations. So unfortunately, a lot of good stuff, brand new stuff, went into the garbage pile. And I had to ask the ancestors to forgive me for being wasteful and don't hold it against me. So here I am. In the land of healing and plenty. You know, we're just hitting the reset button on life. We're in these African healing waters. I'm eating food that's not laden with poison. I am breathing fresh air. It's so amazing because, yeah, you know, even though I said, oh, I'm leaving the Western way back there, I still have my Western ways. So I have to be mindful. Like, you don't just go to the store and buy 1 week or 2 weeks worth of grocery, because my kitchen is outside and my vegetation is sitting up on the counter in the heat with the bugs, and it goes bad. So I'm learning. I wouldn't have it any other way. You know, it's definitely not for the faint of heart or the weak individual, because this takes some getting used to, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. So yeah, so there you have it. You know, it's in me. It's been in me, I think, from day one. My job decided, you know, they wanted to do the fool, And basically, this is where we came from. And I know a lot of you say, oh, you know, I'm not going anywhere. We built this country in reference to the United States. You built that country for free and by force. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, I'm over here trying to build my wealth, reclaim my wealth, because I come from greatness and I know it. Because, honey, the cloth that I'm cut from, if you survive that voyage, that makes you a stone pony. And I'd like to believe that that's what I am as well. And on that note, we're going to end that. I am sitting here in Stone Town at the market in the back seat. And so until the next time, from the back seat, you know. Oh, also don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, leave a comment, and let me know you are here. And I'm also open for suggestions. I think on the next go round, some of my neighbors, they're from Canada and they're on their repatriation journey as well. Maybe I'll get him to, you know, ask him a couple of questions on how he feels about it here. It's a family of 4. Also, some things that I have in the makes. I want to stay here in Stone Town overnight, and it's a must, it's a necessity that I go to the mainland, but I'm going to wait until after the holiday with all the holiday hustle and bustle to get my things, because in the making is the KJ Yenemie skincare line coming soon to you, very, very soon. So it's all in the making, and this is what we do when we come back home. We get a business and we get it started. All right, so from the back seat, it's the Backseat Chronicles, and we'll see you on the next go round.